What's good, leaders? Welcome back to another episode of Neuro Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Kyer Green, and today we have a very special guest with us. My brother, man, came here to give us some game to y'all, tell y'all his story, and inspire the next generation of leaders, man. I appreciate you for coming out, bro.
Already.
Really do. Go ahead and let them know who you are, what you about, man.
My name LilDraag. So you know, but I'm an artist from West. I'm an up and coming artist. Yeah.
Doing your thing, man. Keep
I'm not
doing
even
your
an
thing.
artist. I'm trying to shoot
Listen,
photography.
you doing
Content. I'm trying to do all that shit.
doing a lot, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for coming out. We're
I
gonna jump
appreciate
right
you.
into it, get some games for leaders. So we off the doors, you talking about you trying to jump in a bunch of different fields, not only just, being an artist in the studio making music, but also, the behind the scenes and stuff that going to getting an artist in front of people, somebody on the camera and stuff like that.
Right.
Like what intrigued your interest to even want to be on the like side of like, all right, yeah, I don't want to just be in the studio making music. I want to be on the back end too.
I feel like there's multiple ways of making money.
Okay.
Not even just that. There's multiple ways of reaching people.
Mm.
I feel like TikTok, that's what everybody on every day.
Yeah.
TikTok.
No, definitely. We literally just was talking about, when it comes down to just content for like artists or just people in general. And we spoke about, content doesn't have to be minute long clips, 30-second clips. It can be a 10-second clip, 15-second clip, 20 seconds. Content don't gotta be just like something that is perfect and it stays and all that type of stuff. It could be something that's just natural, genuine, and showcasing the real you. And look at the many examples of individuals who done blew up on TikTok, Instagram. They got millions of followers off of just showcasing the real them. 10-second clips of them, their day-to-day life. Just showcasing what they do. And then, the great thing about it is us being able to see these people, we are able to look at, where they came from and where they got to. They may have came from working a job, posting these 10-second clips of them working and, they're just their real, maybe their everyday struggles that they go through. So now they're full-time content creator, getting brand deals, making $20,000 for 3 Instagram posts or stuff like that.
We see the shit every day.
We see it every day. So like content doesn't have to be a thing where it's like, oh, I gotta post this 30-second clip, a minute long clip, and it gotta look like a movie or a short film.
Get that out your head.
No, it does not. It can be like we just talking about artists, and we gonna relate this to artists. Like I have artists who may come to me and be like, man, like I don't know what type of content to post, and I'm like, man, like content is everything for you. Like you can post your creative process, post the behind the scenes of you making a song, post what it's like to shoot a vibe in a studio, post like something that what drives you to get in the studio. If you work in a job, post working a job and writing some lyrics down. You you can integrate your like your date your 9 to 5 or like what you do to fund your hustle and with your hustle as a way to build it. Like it doesn't gotta be a thing where it's like, damn, I always gotta post clips of new music, showcasing new music. I gotta post a clip of a music video that I just shot. Like it doesn't always have to be that. It could be other things that you can, put out in front of people as a way to continue to build your name and your brand. Like it don't gotta be just all of that type of stuff. But you can integrate your day-to-day life with it. So like I wanna ask you, what's some ways that you like you utilize your like how do you integrate your like 9 to 5 or your outside like not being an artist in with that, like you being an artist, like what I just said. So how do you go about getting your content out there but not only making it like a like targeted, though I'm in the studio, or what ideas would you have for that?
So what we just talking about, your hustle into rapping. Me I write every day.
Mm-hmm.
I literally write every day.
Yeah.
When I'm not in a studio, I can put up my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you write a song in a minute.
Yeah.
It's how you write a song 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
And it's crazy.
That
That's
shit
so,
crazy.
it's honestly crazy how like stuff like that would really intrigue a person. Like
that would I be scrolling.
Yeah,
on TikTok,
like you would that would interest a person more to see like the raw, uncut, more than like the perfect what would be perceived as like the perfect thing, or like something that's like real put together.
Right.
People like to really see like the raw and uncut things now. Like they don't want to see the polished version. They don't want to see the polished version all the time. People want to be able to relate to like what got it to here, like because you got to think there's a lot of people who
not there
yet and want to trying to make music. So for artists who like maybe struggling with like trying to post content, like damn, I don't know what to post. You can utilize that as a way to not just get yourself out there, but you don't know, you might be helping somebody else as well.
Right.
Them seeing you at work. You might be working at McDonald's and you on break and you chilling in the break room writing down some lyrics, or listening to beats, showcasing your creative process. You might be helping somebody else get comfortable with I can utilize this space as a way to also build up my brand. And it don't gotta just be outside of here. Like I don't just
gotta be in the studio.
Yeah, like or it don't gotta just be in the studio all the time. Like I don't gotta wait till I get in the studio to make content for what it is that I'm doing. I can utilize these other spaces that I'm in. Like
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I gotta be in the studio for content, or I gotta drop a song for content, or I gotta shoot a snippet for content.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Look at it like this right here. Like I'm be honest. If you pay attention to a lot of like, who's the artist that does this a lot? NBA Youngboy and Rod Wave. If you really pay attention to their music videos, a lot of the times in their music videos, it be stuff that wasn't intentionally for, or it doesn't seem like it's intentionally done for the music video.
Right.
Is like they doing stuff that they would just do. Having fun, it gets recorded and then it's put into the music video, and then there's other clips that actually are them that's for the music video, them rapping the song that show like, all right, this is what this for. But there are clips integrated into there that had nothing to do with the music video.
That's why I advise artists, not even artists, YouTubers, record everything.
Yeah,
because you don't know, like this might be the one clip,
bro. I watched a clip of something, and this individual was just talking about like just content as a whole and how like it's become this big thing. Everybody wants to be a content creator in some way, shape, or form, no matter what form it is. Everybody wants to just create content for other people.
Right.
And he was just talking about for the individuals who want to make this like a full-time thing, you cannot look at it like, oh, I gotta post, this type of video. It gotta be this well polished and look like this. No. So every video that you post is like a lottery ticket. Like you never know which ticket is going to hit. The more that you continue to just get the stuff out there, the more likely it is that one of your tickets will hit.
Right.
You just gotta get the stuff out there, because if you got you sitting back and like, I don't know, and you never put that ticket in, how you gonna win a lottery?
Right.
How you gonna win?
Right.
And then there was also something else that I was watching. I can't think of his name, but everybody going crazy when it come down to he a ball player.
Ooh.
I can't think of his name, man.
He in the NBA?
No, I believe he played ball overseas now, but he once was in the NBA. He always on podcasts. Talking. He be dropping some crazy jewels. On one of his, if anybody watched this show, like anybody who watched it, John, and know who I'm talking about, please drop his name in the comments, because I want to give him credit for this. But he was talking. Listen, he is this one clip that's really going viral with him, and he's like, I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. And he was like, I don't like you, I like me. I just can't think of his name. It's not coming to me. But if y'all like can tell me who that is, drop it in the comments so I can like actually like put him in the description and people go look at, all of the podcasts that he's been on and listen to the things that he says, because he was while I brought him up, he was talking to this young individual, and they were talking about just overnight success, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said to the young individual, like, we're all overnight success. And I'm like, wait, what you mean by this? So I started listening, and he basically explained it and said, like, you got to be consistent in the daytime in order for the overnight success to be a thing, because you don't know which night will be like that overnight success.
Right.
You consistent in the daytime,
right,
and you continue to be consistent, you will be an overnight success.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait, damn, that's crazy, because crazy you might have been, an average individual on, I don't know, we're going to say, what's today's date? The 21st, 22nd? You might have been an average individual the 22nd, 11:59, 12 o'clock, the 23rd. Everybody know who you are now. You feel like, so
and that's the just crazy shit about TikTok, like, though, bro.
Everything contains like that. And it only has to happen one time in order for everything to be like different.
Right.
Like your whole life can change in a blink of an eye. Just off of one post, one clip, one music video. Like Nino P. I was just watching something about him. Vic Blends was cutting his hair. And he was just talking about, how he ended up getting here. He was like, yo, before he got here, he like nobody really knew who he was. He was talking about, him posting this clip on Instagram, and he paid for an Instagram ad. He put $30 into this ad, and it extended over a course of a few days. He said it was gonna take like $2 out each day until it reached that $30 point.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what got him here. That $30 ad got him here. He said,
million. That's crazy.
Like, he said he paid for the ad. And just over the course of the days, he was like, yo, it was just going crazy. Everybody was liking it. And even after the ad, the clip it just kept going crazy.
Yeah.
And, his following was shooting up. And eventually that was that pivoting moment for his career. Like, it was like, after that, it pivoted into a whole different direction. And he just went up. And now you look at Nino P now, and he like crazy. You feel me?
One time.
It take just one time for everything to, just change, and you gonna be like, damn, like I was just here, and now I'm here. Like,
I was in a trenches.
Like, I was just here, and now I'm here. Yeah. So to the the music side of things, what got you into it? Like, what made you want to get in the studio, start making music?
All right. I've been making music since I was younger, like. Probably like 7, 8.
Okay.
I stopped because I didn't feel motivated. I didn't feel motivated at all. I'm looking at everybody else. I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't make it. This nigga ain't make it. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? My brother Kai.
Shout out to bro, man. Shout out to Kai.
Bro in the stew every day.
That's one, not a good job, but that's one person I know who is like consistently in the studio
every
like
stay
in the studio. I never forget when I first met Kai, and y'all was talking about the studio. He's like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to go get a 15-hour session. I said,
real shit.
I said, wait, how long?
Real shit.
He said, bro, I'm about to go get a 15-hour session. I said, hey, bro.
Real shit.
You about to spend like basically the whole day, 3/4 of the day in the studio.
Real shit.
Yeah, about to go. So you gonna go to sleep in that joint or something? Yeah, I might take a little nap or something, but I'm working 15 hours, bro.
And that's crazy, bro. You know how many times we did that?
Like he dedicated to that studio, man. Like, stay in it.
Let me finish telling you though. God, in the studio every day. I was rapping before, bro. He in the studio every day. I'm sitting there looking at him like, the fuck? Bro, I'm really like sitting there looking at him like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, what's stopping me?
Yeah.
What's stopping me? I'm gonna be a dickhead if I just sit back and watch another nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He like, bro, we can do this shit together. Like, he really had this talk. Like, bro, we could do this shit together. Like, if niggas can do it, why can't we?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, say no more. Hop in my bed. I'm in the stew with bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's where really like that's where really happened it.
So like to touch on that point, to where it's like, if this person can do it, why can't I? I did not know how many like billionaires were created each day. I believe it's billionaires or millionaires. It's one or the
Each
other.
day.
It might be millionaires. If you look up, like, even if you look up both of them, how many millionaires are created each day? You'd be surprised, like,
Give me an
how.
estimate. Don't tell me. Give me like
If I don't quote me on it, right? Because I don't remember the exact number. I just know it was a
because I'm thinking
crazy
like
number.
five,
Five
five,
millionaires each day.
five,
No.
$1 million.
5 millionaires each day. No.
I mean,
There are like who we might look at as like just a like average person walking
what
down
you
the
talking about
street.
each day?
Yes, each day.
I gotta hear that.
There. Don't quote me. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was like in like the 100,000s. It's crazy, right?
100,000. You talking about million?
Yes, millionaires.
Well,
Millionaires. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do this, right?
yeah, cause I got
Each day,
mm-hmm.
each day, right? There are hundreds of thousands of millionaires created each day.
My dumb ass said five.
Hold on, wait. We gonna break this up, yeah. Each day. All right, what you think the number is?
All right, now saying what you just said.
All right, my bad. My bad. I got the number wrong. But we still gonna go about this. Go ahead. How many do you think it is?
Based off what you just
Yeah.
said.
It's not hundreds of thousands, but the number that's how many are created each year. My bad.
All right, probably 50.
No.
More than that?
Yes.
Bro, we gotta be million.
Listen,
We gotta get there.
according to Google right now, right? In 2024, the U.S. added approximately 1,000 new millionaires each day, totaling about 379,000 for the year, right? So to touch on it, right? There are, and I believe everybody is wants to reach this in some way, shape, or form, like some form of financial stability. It doesn't have to be millions, billions. It could be just enough to make sure that all the needs are met. You can take care of all of your responsibilities and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing that is stopping you from being a part of that 379,000 millionaires created within a year, but you.
But you. Facts.
If one person is, able to do it, why can't the next?
Facts.
The only thing that is like different from those individuals is their drive.
Right.
Who wants it more?
Your grind, right?
I watched a clip with somebody saying, like, it might have been Kevin Hart, because I watch all these clips of these individuals who be like dropping jewels, but somebody was saying, like, whatever you define success as, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta want that just as bad as you want to breathe.
Right.
Like, you gotta want it just as bad as you want to breathe. The amount of people in the world, there are so many individuals who are maybe chasing the same thing as you. Mm-hmm. They may be in the same lane as you. Not saying is limited. No, we're not gonna say it's not. It's limited spaces for the people that can be in these rooms, right? And the only thing that's different between you who's doing this and another person across the world who's doing the same thing is who want it more.
Right.
Who wants it more?
Right. It's a billion rappers.
Who wants it more?
Right.
379,000 millionaires are created each year. About 1,000 each day. What's stopping you from putting in the work now as a way to be a part of that 1,000?
I'm trying to get the word out. You know what I think it is? I really think because we think it's so far-fetched We think a million, like,
bro.
so far fetched.
Here's how I look at it, right? And I only realized how like not far fetched it was because I was placed around people who are like literal millionaires.
Right.
Like, not that doesn't mean that they might have millions in liquid cash. They might have millions in equity and things like that, and assets and all types of things, right?
Facts.
But that still labels them millionaires,
Facts.
right? All of them, not all of them. A lot of them who I've came across come from similar backgrounds like us. They come from, I don't even know how to put it. They come from what people would just label the trenches. Like
Right.
they come from a lot of the places that we come from, and for them it was like, yo, they may have either went to jail, was incarcerated for some things, or just had a lot of experiences in life that it was just like, yo, I don't want to keep going through this. I don't want to keep. They reached that moment where it's like, yo, I'm fed up.
Right.
Like, I'm fed up and things got to change. And from there, it was like, yo, they was locked in, learning, like reading books, just constantly learning, putting in work, and they looked up and they was far from where they started.
Right.
Far from where they came from. They can put their kids in a different neighborhood. Mm-hmm. They can, they don't gotta look at life how they once looked at it.
Right.
They came from here and then they got here.
For sure.
And like with that, like we all gotta reach a moment where it's like, damn, like, yo, I'm fed up with this. Like, I'm fed up. Like, I got this saying on my lock screen on one of my phones. Is like, what you're not changing, you're choosing. If you like so everybody wants to get to somewhere. Not saying they want to be a millionaire, a billionaire. Everybody wants to get to somewhere. Somebody might want to, get in the gym and lose 20 pounds. Right. Somebody else might want to get a promotion at a job. Right. Another person might want to get their license, right? All of those things require you to do something, right? Right. In order to lose that 20 pounds, you may have to better your eating habits, sleeping habits, not eat out as much, right. Meal prep. In order for you to get that job promotion, you might have to show up 30 minutes early before your shift, right. Put in some, go above and beyond at the job. In order for you to get your license, you might need to study for the permit test. You might need to, practice a little bit more on your parallel parking and things like that. Mm-hmm. All of these things require steps in order for you to change your circumstances now and get to where you want to be. Right. You got to choose to do those things. So if you're not making a conscious decision to take those steps, you're choosing to be in that predicament. Uh-huh. So for people that might be in a situation where it's like, yo, I don't want to continue to live my life on a thing where it's like, yo, I'm barely surviving. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, damn, like I'm barely able to stay afloat. Right. In order for you to get out of that, you gotta really get sick and tired of it. For sure. Because you can't continuously say, man, I'm sick of living like this. I'm tired of living like this. And
still do the same.
And still doing the same things that it has you here. Right. Like you not changing nothing. You not changing. You wasn't reading before. You didn't pick up a book. Right. You still got the same habits. You still chilling in these spots. Still hanging around these people. Right. Like nothing has changed. That. Like nothing has changed. What's something that, like you said, you had to learn that? What taught you that? Like, in order for things to change, you had to make different decisions.
I feel like everybody don't want the same shit you want. Mm-hmm. Everybody go for you is not what you want for yourself. Mm-hmm. The shit you want, everybody don't want.
That's crazy that you said that. That's crazy that you said that. Only simply because like I come across a lot of people who they talk about what they want, and if you ask like some people like what made you want that, a lot of people like they talk about somebody else wanted that for them. Then you may be like, well, is that really what you want? So I'm like, I don't
Right. You get
know.
stuck.
Like I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, sometimes what you want for yourself, others may see something different for you, right?
Mm.
Like, for example, like parents, right? Parents may see something for you that you may not see for yourself, right?
Right.
Like we're gonna go back to, you know, people who we may look up to who are in these positions. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of them, they had to take these crazy risks and their parents disagree with them. Some
Right.
people had to, they was in college, dropped out of college as a way to, you know, chase their dream, and their parents did not agree with it at all.
Fake.
But they like stuck with it. They saw something for themselves that nobody else saw. They you know, had this vision and envisioned them in these spaces and in these realms being able to do these things that nobody else saw.
Fake.
So they took it and they ran with it. Their mom didn't see it, their grandmom didn't see it, their dad didn't see it,
Right.
auntie, uncle, brother, nobody saw it but them.
Right.
And then when they got there, it was like, yo, I just needed you to believe it.
That's how it be.
Like
That
I just
really how
needed
it
you to
be.
believe in me. Like so, like I say it all the time. What you know, your vision
Mm-hmm.
is your vision, and nobody else will see it like you do.
Right. That be people downfall. Like
nobody else will see the vision that you see for yourself like you see it.
facts.
It's just not how it works. You get visions of you being on stage in front of 500,000 people,
Facts.
selling out concert, going city to city, state to state, around the world, doing what you love to do.
Facts.
You may see that for yourself. Somebody else might see you just selling out shows in your city.
Right.
Somebody else might only see you doing shows within, you know, a couple states in the U.S. You
Right.
may be like, yo, I'm about to go all the way to Europe.
Right.
To go all the way across the globe to perform. They want to see me all the way in the UK and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to travel and do this. I don't want to just be like something that's known in my city, you know, in my state. I'm trying to be it like all over. I want to be here. I want my music to be played across the world in Africa. Like all these places I never even heard of.
Right.
I'm hearing about islands I never been to, never even heard of, wasn't aware of. People over there listen to my music. Like, damn, they listen to my music all the way over here.
That's a
like,
good feeling.
Like it's like a lot of the times people just don't. They don't like what you see for yourself. People don't see that for you. They see something else for you, and you know the vision that you have for yourself. Like that's what you want. Chase it.
Right.
That's what you want. Chase it. Everybody doesn't always have to understand, you know, your vision, why you doing the things that you doing, but you.
Right.
All you need is belief. Like belief. If nobody else is gonna believe in it, as long as you believe in yourself and you know, like, yo, I'm willing to get up every day, put the work in every single day to get here, even if it take me 20 years, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Like, take me 20 years, I'm gonna do it because this is what I want. Everybody else not going. Everybody else over here, they don't see what I see. Right. But I know this is what I want for myself, so I'm gonna chase it.
That's the drive you need too.
Yeah, like you gotta have that drive.
Right.
I do want to go back to, you know, you were talking about how, you know, Kyle was always in the studio. You started making music before Kyle. But motivation was something that was like, it was stopping you from really like being consistent with it. Motivation, right? Like motivation doesn't always get you to get up and go, right?
Facts.
Sometimes it's the, you know, being determined and just like consistent with it, right? Facts. Like those things will always beat motivation because motivation comes and goes, but yet, you know, you being dedicated to something and, you know, being consistent with it will always get you up. Like, yo, I don't feel motivated to do this, but I'm gonna go. Facts. So, you know, from that point, you know, in the beginning stages where it's like, yo, I don't really have the motivation, to now, what is the biggest difference? Like, what keeps you going now?
I feel like I gotta make some of myself. I got to. Then I was a kid. I'm like, all right, I got time. Like, when you a kid, you got the biggest dreams. Like you
Yeah,
got the biggest
yeah.
dreams. Like
I used to say like, yo, I'm be an astronaut.
real
I'm be an
shit.
astronaut. I'm
Real
like, yo, I'm be
shit.
an astronaut. I'm gonna go walk on the moon, all types of. I used to just say stuff like,
Real shit. No, that's how I was too. No cat.
you just say stuff like dream about a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I'm gonna just do this. Like, I'm gonna just do
Do
it.
that.
And
Real
then
shit.
as you age and you get older and you have different life experiences, you're like, you know, actually, this is what I want to do.
Right.
Sometimes you get 30 and you be like, wait, nah, I think this is what I want to do. And it's crazy
Mm-hmm.
'cause that's something that college taught me. Like everybody tells me like, yo, it's nothing wrong with not really having a full understanding of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Um, just put your time into learning things, experiencing things.
Mm-hmm.
As a way to like, all right, I don't know what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I don't want to do this.
Right.
I know I don't know what field of work I want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I know I done tried being in the tech field. I don't want to do that. I done tried going into engineering. I don't want to do that. I done tried nursing. I don't, just so like, instead of it being all of these categories that you can see, like you could try to, put yourself in, you can limit it. Like, all right, I done tried these fields. I know that I don't really, that's not really my interest. Let me stay away from it. Let me try these things out.
Yeah.
College, a lot of people, just being in the college world, I had courses with people that are, 40, coming back to school because of, life circumstances, life circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had a course last semester. I believe he was like 43.
Alright.
Coming back to school, we had a conversation. He was just like life happens.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up he started, going to school. He went to school for a semester. He ended up having a kid. And it was just like life from there just happened. And he couldn't pay for school. So he ended up raising his kid. He said he has 2 kids now. Raised his kids. And he found a good paying job, and now he actually has some freedom to be able to pay for school and finish his degree. And he was like, all he wanted really was to like get that degree. He was like, yo, I knew like
It was
I was
dedicated.
going, yeah, like I was going to get my degree. I just needed to make sure that this stuff was in order first. And like life happens. Like I
Right.
didn't my professor, I didn't had a professor who told me her story. She she isn't from the US. She came to the US. I forget the university that she went to, but she stopped going to school there. Was homeless for 5 years because she couldn't pay for school. She was living in her car. But she had a business idea. A few of them actually. And one of her businesses is actually worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
One of them is worth a lot of money.
That's how crazy.
And she sold 2 businesses already. But she was just saying like, yo, during those 5 years, she was just like, I don't like, just at the moment of like, I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know where I see myself.
Right.
And she was just like stuck. But she was like, one day she just woke up and was like, you know what? I know this is what I want to do. I'm gonna figure out like how to make this happen.
Wait, she went from sleeping in her car to selling 2 businesses?
Yeah, and has a very, very profitable business right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was just saying like she ended up coming to, Temple. Went to this contest, won some money from the contest, put that into the business, and from there that was the start.
Yeah.
And from there she just continued to build. She built the first business up. Used that to be able to pay for school. Sold that, started something else. Sold that, started her current business, and now she is a professor at the university. And still
Shout
has her
out,
day.
shout out
Yeah,
to her.
yeah. So
Shout out
like
to her.
that's just like those are just examples of like life happens, but just because life happens, you don't gotta be a victim of your circumstances. Yeah, I always say like today's circumstances does not determine tomorrow's outcome. Your
Mm.
circumstances today doesn't determine where you'll end up in, tomorrow afternoon.
Fact.
Just because you got, laid off from your job don't mean that, tomorrow you gonna lose everything.
Fact.
My brother, I had a situation, and my brother told me, like, shout out to Will, right? My brother told me, he was like, yo, like, it ain't over until that deadline is like there. Like, it's 2 minutes
Mm.
before the deadline and it's still not like over then. It's always like an opportunity for something to change.
Mm.
Like, he didn't call me where it's times he's like, yo, like, listen, my school telling me they want X, Y, and Z amount of money within a week.
Mm.
Like, I don't know how I'm about to make it happen.
All right.
I won't hear from him for a couple days. He'll call me back.
I made it happen. Yeah.
like I like he called. He was just talking about this. He was telling me how it was one time at school. They was talk. They said something about financial aid. They didn't have enough. Well, he didn't have enough to cover a balance. It was a balance of like, I think it was like 10 grand or something. And he was just emailing, like, contacting people to see like what can be done.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to sleep. It was a Saturday night. The money had to be due Monday morning.
Yeah.
Went to sleep emailing people on a Saturday night. Woke up Sunday with just like all over the place. Like, man, I don't know how I'm about to do this. Like, what's gonna happen? He said someone just told him to check his email.
Yeah.
Checked his email, and little did he know, in his email was somebody that was willing to cover that balance for him.
Yeah.
So that's just like a power of like showing like, whatever you're going through today doesn't determine, what will happen tomorrow and after
Facts.
that. Now I do want to do a segment of something which was called Leaders Toolkit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give the leaders 3 things that you feel they'll need in their toolkit in order to be successful. Or not successful, because I always think success is like a very broad thing, because everybody's version of success is different. But I will say, as a way to see growth in the things that they're doing.
Okay.
So it could be a characteristic, book to read, mentor, um, podcast to watch, or something that's gonna keep them going.
I feel like learn first thing. Learn what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Learn it. Not. Okay, I want to do this. Learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Like rapping. Don't listen to music just to listen to it. Actually hear the shit.
I'm
Vocab.
glad. I'm
You
glad
feel
that you
me?
said that, man.
I feel like one thing, like the shit that pushed me, like I read a couple pages of the vocabulary to
Mm-hmm.
help my shit when I'm rapping. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's learn your shit.
Like, what you want to do.
Right. Two, drive. Drive probably the most important thing. Drive/passion.
Mm-hmm.
Drive. That's gonna push you further than everybody else.
Definitely.
Third, a purpose. A purpose. Why? What's your why? That's my third.
Mm-hmm. So I do wanna touch on. I'm gonna be honest. I want to touch on your last one, but we gonna really focus on that first thing, right? Just like learning what you want to do. Um, I had one guest come on, and she said the same thing. She said, you gotta like study what it
Mm-hmm.
is that you want to do. I mean, you talked about just not listening to music just to listen to it, because you can learn from that.
Right.
I had a music class, right? Had an online music course that I took.
You just be at
And bro, listen, I
everything.
had an online music course that I took, and she had us really listening to like the music that we may listen to on a day-to-day basis, but not just to listen to it. She wanted us to really tune into the like what is bringing the song together.
Right.
So tuning out the lyrics, listening to little instruments and things like that, and from there I never really paid it no mind.
Mm-hmm.
But in just the beat, there are like instruments like that bring everything together,
Right.
even if it's like something subtle. Like, if you
Mm-hmm.
really pay close attention to it, there's a lot of stuff that really goes into it. And like, to bridge that with learning what you want to do, as long as you like if you want to be an artist, you can study artists who are already in the space that you may want to be.
Right.
You study them. They always on some podcast, interviewing and talking about what got them there, their story. You can use that and learn from that, like what got them here. Some artists, they give out tools that they may have used and things like that. And you could just learn from that to put into what you do. And just add your own twist on it. Whatever it is, you can learn from anybody who are in these fields. And integrate it with your work and give it your own twist. And that also, you having a why. I feel like your why is like what's going to push you the most.
Yeah, that's the
like
fact.
Not everybody has a why they do something. They just do it because they may like to do it. It may be fun. Somebody may want them to do it. But they don't have a like real why, like a actual why they're doing it, like a deeper meaning. So not just like if somebody asks you like, yo, why are you rapping? I'm rapping because
my
homie rapping.
Yeah.
That's not like a why, meaning like it doesn't have any strength. Like easily your homie stop rapping, you still gonna rap.
Right.
So it's like having a deeper why, like something that's bigger than you will drive you, will create that drive, because it's like, once again, motivation out there, you're gonna still get up and do it. You feel like things is not going your way, you still gonna get up and do it. You still gonna get up, get in the studio. You feel like, people not tuning in, you still gonna get up and go make that music and figure out, how to get it out in front of people. But having a why is like really just like the strength to be like, all right, yo, I know things isn't working out now, but I'm gonna stay on top of this so that like later on down the line, I can get to exactly where it is that I want to be. So I do want to ask, like, do you feel like you found your why with all that you're doing?
And this where it's gonna get deep at. I'm halfway there.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is I know it's like more to it. Like I know it's more to my why. I just found the base. I just found my kickstart. I can break it down to you.
Go ahead. Break it down.
My shit was like my circumstances. Like I don't want to be here forever. I'm still in the trenches. I don't want to be here forever. I don't want to see my mom like had to struggle forever. That's really, but I'm saying that's half of my why.
That's half of it.
I know it's more to my story, like more to my why.
I feel like honestly, I know a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people don't want to, see their parents or anybody who may be taking care of them in like a space like, damn, they barely able to do certain things, or like they just able to do enough. They don't want that to be like the circumstances forever.
Yeah.
And like for a lot of people, they like start working early as a way to like help out around the house.
Yeah.
Or they just like try to figure something out to help. Yeah, that's it. That I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely something that's like a lot of people can relate to. Like I know a lot of people might be dealing with that right now. Like, yo, how can I change like these circumstances? But I would definitely say for anybody, like find a why you're doing something. Motivation comes and goes. It's like a wave, it may have a crazy wave of it, like a wave of motivation for 3 days. That fourth day is like, wake up, motivation out there. What you gonna do? If you're unmotivated and motivation the only thing that's driving you, you're gonna need to find something else that's gonna keep you going, because motivation is not always there. It will be something that will eventually leave. And that's what separates like the goods from the greats.
Right.
The greats, they ain't motivated all the time. They still gonna get up and do it. The goods, they need the motivation to really, get up and keep going. But that's those 1,000, millionaires that are created approximately each day. With separating that, millionaire from everybody else is that they didn't really have a motivation for it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have the motivation to get up and go sit in the meetings, go ahead and talks that they didn't want to have, and go through, take on all the stress to build something from the ground up. They didn't have the motivation to do it. They probably had a why they was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It was either they had a why, they was dedicated to it, or they stayed consistent with it because they saw the bigger picture and they got to where they are. They got to where they are. What's something that you working on behind the scenes? Like talk about some stuff that you working on behind the scenes. Get some insight on that.
Right. See, we was talking earlier about some shit I'm working on now is my Vigilant Visuals. It's a visual page.
Mm-hmm.
It's some shit like that's gonna capture the true meaning of rap.
Okay.
Behind every artist, I'm trying to create something bigger than just we in the studio making songs.
Mm-hmm.
I want to really capture the fun of it, the enjoy.
Okay.
The sad shit, the
like
funny
what,
shit.
like what is making them get in the studio and make this music that they're presenting to people?
Facts.
And like all the emotions and all of the stuff that comes with it and is behind the music. Because all the artists that I speak with, I do ask like, what gets y'all in the studio? Some people may say like, yo, I go through a lot and I use that as like an outlet, like, or therapy. Or it's like, so others may say like, yo, I just enjoy making music.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I get in the studio as a way that me and my homies bond, get in the studio, and I just go.
Facts.
But there are like a ton of different emotions that go into making music. Putting together a tape. It could be a whole bunch of different stuff, like a bunch of different emotions. Like every artist can relate to it, and they all got different emotions and reasons that got them in the studio to drop that song, drop that tape, whatever it was. There's a bunch of emotions that just play into all of that stuff.
Facts.
So far, what do you feel is like your favorite song, like that you created?
I just dropped the tape, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got two. Can y'all got if y'all listen to me, y'all gonna hear what I'm saying. Listen to them songs.
Okay.
The last one on the tape is called "What Is Love."
Mm-hmm.
It's me and my brother Kai. We really broke the love definition down in our own perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him mine, he gave him his. His was on the girl side of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was on the traumatizing side of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The second one it's called "I Did What I Did."
Okay.
Listen to that shit. It's on the tape. It is what it is. Drag on the tape.
Yeah, we're gonna put all that in the description so they can find you on your Instagram, Apple Music, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would you consider those like your favorite two that you made so far?
I feel like it sets me out from everybody else that's making music right now.
Okay.
Just cause everybody riding the drill wave.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like them two songs it really like give you pain.
Okay.
And I'm showing niggas like I'm breaking this shit down to you. Like I was talking about my pop in the song, my mom in the song, the females.
Just giving them a little bit of everything, and putting it on the beat and expressing it to the people.
And it was all real shit. Like it was all shit like you can relate to, like anybody. Everybody had their first breakup.
Yeah, no, definitely. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's a lot of it's crazy that you put that up. Like right now, I feel like everybody is like on like a thing where it's like, yo, majority of the music that they listening to is because they can relate to it. Right. Like, I think that's a big thing where everybody's like, yo, can I relate to this? Or like, even if it's not like I can't relate to it, it just sound crazy though. Like, for example, we're gonna use Lil Baby, right? We're gonna use Lil Baby. Baby can say something about him getting out of a BP truck, hopping on a PJ. Niggas, everybody can't relate to that. Everybody don't live that lifestyle, but it's like, man, that just sounds crazy. Like, just imagine, like, yeah, I'm waking up and I don't need like I don't got no problem, but my problem is like what watch I'm gonna put on the day. Something like that. It's like, damn, I can't relate to it. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Like so a lot of people is like their big thing is like, yo, can I relate to it? Or it just sound like, yo, that just sound crazy. Like it just sound like something that's like, damn, like yo, I could just envision that.
Picture myself.
Yeah, like I could just envision that. Like
that's
damn,
why I like music.
Like yo, me hop out of this truck right quick, or hopping on the PJ or something like that. Like a lot of people they look for those things. You got any artists that like you look forward to collaborating with?
In the city or?
Yeah, we're gonna say in the city. Or before we touch on that, are there any artists? And this goes back to the thing of like, yo, if one person can do it, why can't I? Are there any artists from the city that has made it to, you know, the spaces where like they know all over? They come from Philly that's like, yo, you look up to as like motivation. Or like they've done like some things that other artists look forward to do. Like any artist.
Okay. Some people gonna hate me for this, but it's not what y'all think. Skrilla, bro.
Okay.
Skrilla, and let me tell you why. This nigga made something look bad look good.
Like I'm gonna be honest, Skrilla.
He made something fucked up. Like it's still fucked up. But
Skrilla is a artist who's doing a lot of like crazy things, right? Like he doing some stuff that may turn some heads. Like wait, what? But he is an artist who's like what I can applaud Skrilla for is like him just being himself. Like he being him. Like being himself, and just making music and presenting himself to the people. Like I actually at the Roots picnic, Meek brought Skrilla out to perform. And when he came out to perform, I had somebody that was next to me like, who's that?
Yeah.
My Skrilla. Like Skrilla? Like, yeah, Skrilla. You don't know who Skrilla is? Like, no, I don't know who Skrilla is. So what? I was telling her about Skrilla. She's like, wait, huh?
She from Philly?
I don't remember if she's from Philly or not, but she is like throwing off like, wait, what? Who Skrilla? I don't know. And I was just telling her about Skrilla. And by the time he got off performing, she was just like, wait, that's really like
a thing.
That's really like what he do? I'm like, yeah, like that's just him. Right. Like that's just him. Like he just present himself to the people. Like, and it showcases from him in a music video, in the studio, like all over on every platform he's on. That's just him. Like he's just presenting himself to people. You can't change it. Any other artists?
Cora, another one.
Shout out to Cora. I definitely I mentioned Cora a lot only because I got introduced to Cora at a young age by like my cousin. He was heavy Cora fan, still to this day. Like heavy Cora fan, like no cap. And just like I always go back to like the older Cora. Like it's crazy. I was just watching this like cipher with Core. It was Core, Lights. I can't remember the
cipher.
I can't remember the other people, but I just notably remember it was Core and Lights. And just to see like what Core went from rapping about, to now is like, yo, he went from using music as like an outlet to express like, you know, his everyday struggle. To now he's presenting music to showcase like, yo, I went through this. Now I'm here. Like if you go back to the old, like, and people still talk about it to this day. If you go back to listening to the Core when he was talking about his ass, when you go, like, if you go back and you listen to that Core and then you listen to this Core, you're like, yo, you can tell he's in two different positions in life. He went from like and enduring all these crazy things, going through all this crazy stuff, to now he talking about this. Like, and one of his songs he was talking, even on the cipher, talking about eating out of trash can.
Right.
And now he's here, you know, in rooms with, you know, all types of different artists, and doing a lot of great things. So definitely shout out Core.
Facts.
That's your only two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orange Curly, yeah.
Now I do want to ask, do you have any like artists you look forward to collaborating with? Like one day, like you want to like, all right, yeah, I want to get on a song.
In the city?
Yeah, it could be, and we get now this one we could branch out like in the city or out not from the city.
Uh, okay. Babyface Ray.
Shout out
One.
Babyface Ray. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't listen. Babyface Ray. That's like, yo. I listen to him. I'm like, yo, got me hit.
Right. That's word. That's exactly how.
Yo, listen. I'm gonna keep it.
It's another one too. I'm gonna tell you after you done.
Waves on every chain.
Mm-hmm.
And Vonnie skit into Vonnie's song. It's something about, especially that Vonnie skit into Vonnie's song. It's something about it. It's just like it'd be like, yo, I gotta continue to put the work in.
Right, bro.
Like I just have to.
When all my three I'm about to say is dead.
Like I just had to. Go ahead, keep going with your three. I definitely want to touch on that though.
Second one, Zillionaire Doe.
Okay.
You know him?
I've heard of him.
He from Memphis.
No,
he's from Dallas.
I've heard of him.
And the third one, he from the Biddy. His name Trill Mirror.
Yeah.
I listen to him every day.
Shout out to Trill. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Trill will always be in my rotation on a day-to-day basis. Right?
Bro, motivation.
Listen, like no cap. That motion.
My shit.
Like, listen, when I first heard it, yo, I had that joint on repeat. I listened to this song probably 20 times in a row. Like, shout out to Trill. That's my dog.
I remember.
Shout out saying, like, listen, just dropped the visual that I remember. Listen, like, especially the tape that he just dropped. It's like, yo, it's something about, you know, how he just put everything together. Just like, yo, it's either like I gotta make it happen, or it's like, damn, like, yo, I can relate to that.
Facts.
Like it's like one or the other. Either yo,
both,
I gotta, like it's a balance. Of the two. It's a balance of the two. And definitely shout out to Trill. Listen, Trill, yo,
can I get a song, bro? Dude, can I get a song?
Listen, we got locked in. I know the people want to hear, like, they want to hear your story and what got you into this. We gotta get you on this, John. Big shout out to Trill. Now, like, what you doing, you know, making music and stuff right now, where do you see yourself in the next like 5 to 10 years?
Realistically, if I keep the grind I'm going now, I really want to be selling out shoes.
Okay.
Selling out shoes. That's where I see that. Like, I envision myself as selling out shoes. Another thing is getting my mom out Philly. Like, that's another thing. That's realistically. If I keep if I keep up the drive I'm going.
Keep that drive. We're gonna keep that drive. We're gonna keep only cause listen, this is something that I learned, right? The thoughts that we have, and our words, they like in a way, they turn into our actions.
Facts.
Like, so I don't say like if, because that leaves room for doubt. You say like if I can, if this, that leaves room for doubt.
Facts.
You know, like, listen, I ain't doubting nothing that I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
No, when I do this,
facts,
we ain't leaving no room for doubt with nothing that we're doing. We not using no if, no, I'm gonna try. No, we either doing it or we not. No gray area, no room for doubt. Facts. If you fully believe in what it is that you're doing, your craft, whatever art that you into, if you fully believe in, your talent, when you selling out these shows,
right,
when you get Dukes out, you know, her circumstances now.
Fact.
When you get, you know, all the people that you love and put them in a better circumstances when you do these things.
Fact.
We're not leaving no room for doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. I actually watched a clip on that. Somebody was talking about that, and then I talked about this as well. In the beginning of the year, this year, I made a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the video, I was saying like talking to my future self, so which would be me now. And I was just saying like, yo, just to check in, how is this going? How is that going? How is this going? How is that going? And it took for me to really like sit back and go back and watch that video and just be like, yo, like it's crazy that I've accomplished like a lot of the stuff that, you know, I talked about in that video.
Right.
I made it happen in some way, shape, or form. And it really started from my thoughts. My thoughts and a lot of the stuff that I was saying. And I like it really made me realize the thoughts that I have and the stuff that I say is like it ultimately turns into my actions. Like if I go into an exam where it's like, man, I don't know if I'm going to do good on this. I don't feel like I'm well prepared, or it's like, man, I know I ain't gonna do good. I'm gonna go in that job. I'm not, you know, I'm going to do terrible.
Right.
Even if I didn't study or whatever, and it's like, yo, I go in here with the mindset like, yo, I'm gonna do good. I'm going to do everything in my power to get the best grade possible. I'm going to get the best grade that I can get, and I take that grade. It's like, all right, if it ain't what I wanted it to be, what can I do differently, you know, the next time? So like your words and your thoughts, you know, they kind of channel into like your actions and what you do. Now for ended like with all of the crazy stuff that's going on in the city. I do want to ask, like, what's some advice that you can give to, you know, an individual who may be, you know, involved in some things that, you know, they may not want to be involved in, or something that is like, yo, I know this is not something that I should be doing. What's some advice that you can give to an individual like that?
Trying to really see, cause I was in that predicament too.
Yeah, for like the individuals, you know, who may be involved in things where it's like, man, this ain't really it. And I know like the consequences to this thing could be like real major.
I feel like think about the bigger picture. Think about the bigger picture. Think about how this shit gonna fuck you up or make it. Because anything can fuck you up or make you better. If you know you're not doing it, if you know you're not supposed to be doing that shit, gonna fuck you up. Think about the bigger picture.
Bigger picture plays a major part, especially if you look at it through the lens of like, this won't just affect me if I get here, if I'm placed, you know, faced with these circumstances of, you know, or repercussions of my actions.
Fact.
It won't just affect me. It would affect, you know, my brother, my mom, my nephew, grandma, you know, the family. It won't just have a direct, you know, it may have a direct effect on me. It won't just affect me and me only. It will have a major effect on the people that love and care for you.
Fact.
And I will add on to that. Surround yourself with good people. If you know like, yo, I want more in life, surround yourself with like-minded individuals, or individuals who, you know, they see more to life just like you do. For anybody that's, you know, involved in, you know, anything that is like, yo, I know like this ain't really it. Surround yourself with some different individuals. I had another guest come on, who I met through speaking at my middle school. Actually, his name was Amin Akbar. He talked about just like, he quoted, you know, the same courage that it would take you to stand up for yourself in the streets, it would take that same amount of courage just to ask like somebody who, you know, go to your school that, you know, feel like is involved and they got a lot good going on for themselves. That same courage it take for you to stand up for yourself in the street, take that same amount of courage to go ask that individuals like, man, what's up, man? What you got going on? I feel like you got a lot of good going on for yourself. Like, what you got going on? How can I, you know, it take that same amount of courage to go introduce yourself to that person as it do to stand up for yourself. And I definitely agree with that because it take a lot of courage for you to stand up for yourself out in the street or stand up against something.
Right.
And it takes a ton of courage to go introduce yourself to somebody. That's something that, you know, a lot of people aren't willing to do. Like, I won't introduce myself to this person.
I don't mean to cut you off.
But
I feel like one of our biggest downfalls in Philly, not even just Philly, but everywhere, like as a black community, is pride, bro.
We are very, very prideful.
Bro, pride.
I honestly,
I'm prideful.
Like,
Keys, I knew
Philly,
prideful.
Philly, I feel like it's worse because of you know, that a term that we're known for. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how you have an individual who's in front of you who you are able, you know, to speak with, and that connection can, you know, better your life, your family life, and that person can really, you know, put you in a better position. You're not willing to go connect with that individual because you don't want to be looked at as a dickhead.
Facts. That's the biggest thing right now too.
Man, I ain't trying.
I don't want to take a picture. I don't want to talk to me. I'm a dick.
What? Like, you not willing to go connect with somebody because, like, you don't want to be a dick eater or your pride just getting in the way.
I was once like that.
Like,
I was once like that.
I watched something of somebody talking about pride. And he was talking about, like, your pride is getting in the way of you bettering your circumstances. Man. How can you be proud to, you know, barely be able to take care of your responsibilities? Yeah. How can you be proud of being behind on your rent? How can you be proud of, you know, not being able to, you know, have the fun that you want to have? How can you be proud of your circumstances? Like, then to go back on Babyface Ray, he spoke about this on, you know, in one of his songs, and I can't remember his song, but it was something along the lines of, like, when you come from the bottom, the only place that you can go is up. Like, if you already come from circumstances where it's like, yo, you don't really have much, you can take as many risks as you want. Like, yo, just take the risk. Like, just take the risk. It's like, yeah, if it don't work out, it don't work out. Move on to something else. You already here. Just do, like, try things. Just try things. Go out, start a business. Go out and try, like, just try stuff as a way to, you know, get to where you want to go. Like, you can't go nowhere else if you already at the bottom. If you already like, you already don't have nothing, what can you lose? You don't have any, like, yo, you don't have nothing. What can you lose from going out to try something? Damn, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go try learning this trade. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go out and go try to get this corporate job. Right. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna start this business and I'm gonna be consistent with it and see where it takes me. If it don't work out, I'm gonna try it again. If it don't work out, I'm gonna keep trying. What can you lose? You already don't have nothing. You don't have anything. You have nothing to lose. Just try it.
You'll be a dickhead if you like,
it's crazy. Like, and I think that's the one thing that really, like, you know, get in our way, especially when it comes down to, like, networking. From Philly, like, we don't want to be looked at. Oh, I ain't dickhead, bro. Yeah. Bro, that's really how it your is. Network will become the most powerful tool if you build it. Like, if you build it up. Yeah. If you can, you know, create a network with individuals who are, you know, connected, they have access to a lot of things, yo, your network will be a tool to where it's like, yo, if you are, like, it's crazy. I didn't heard of people that's like, they move around, they travel a lot. They connected with people from all over. Anytime they're going to a state, city somewhere, they pick up the phone.
Right.
Yo, I got a trip. I'll be out in X, Y, and Z for a certain amount of days.
Right.
Do you have any any recommendations of where I can stay?
Right.
For a lot of them, it's like, yo, listen, we cool. I got extra room. You can come stay here.
Right.
You can come stay here.
Right.
Like, your network is something that will literally be a tool, a powerful tool in your life. Yes. And the only way to build that network is to be like, yo, I'm not gonna let my pride get in the way. I don't know what other cities what they may call it, but I'm not gonna look at like this is me being a dick eater. No, y'all can look at it like that.
Y'all can
I want to build my network to where as though I can utilize it as a tool.
Facts.
Like, this could be a tool. I can pick up the phone, make a phone call. I can send out a text. I can send out an email. This could be something I can use as I, move along in life, and not let none of that stuff just, stop you from, getting to where you want to be. Now, before we wrap up, I want you to leave the leaders with something to keep them going. It could be a book to read, a quote, mentor, something to keep them going through like all of the hardships and trials and all that.
I know everybody say this, but this really it. Like, bro, keep pushing. Any downfalls, I can't do this. This shit gonna fuck up. This gonna mess up. Keep pushing. It don't matter how long it take, bro. Keep pushing. I want you to get one too. I want you to get one too.
You want me to get one, or you want me to add on to that?
No, get one. And if you agree with what I'm saying, you can add on.
So I agree with what you're saying, and then I'll give one as well.
Fact.
My lock screen, I know y'all done heard me talk about it in previous episodes. Yo, it only needs to happen one time. And in order to get one yes, you gotta get hundreds of no's. You gotta get turned away. Doors gotta get closed in your face. Don't allow that to be like, yo, this is it, because it may take that 10th time for you to get that yes, but you gave up on the 9th. And you like, you know what, man, I'm done.
Right.
Now you got to restart, and you was just about to receive that break. So never allow, being told no, being turned away, getting the door closed on you, being ignored. Never allow that to be like, you know what, it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's done. It's not going to work. Right. No, keep pushing. Right. Keep pushing. Just in my, the previous episode that was released, he was speaking about him being in contact with somebody for, I believe it was like 3 years, continuously contacting, not getting back. Nobody's getting back to him. Either going back, deleting some stuff, and keep going. You know what? I'm just going to keep contacting him. And he ended up actually having a chance to come together, meet this individual, and then put an event together with this individual at his school. So that's an example of like, yo, you just got to keep pushing regardless of, if you being seen, heard, you getting told yes, you're not always going to get told yes. You're going to have to take some no's along the way, especially if you want to get to these positions of where it's like you are doing something that a lot of people don't have a chance of doing. In order to be in these very powerful positions, you have to take a ton of heat to get there. That comes with the no's and all of that stuff. You got to be willing to take it, because when you get up there, you're going to deal with a bunch of it. You're going to deal with way more heat. So you got to be able to take that stuff now. Right. And to give my own, to keep y'all going, listen, figure out why you're working towards something. Figure out why you're working towards something, and also only focus on what you can control and not what you cannot control. I'm going to really stick with the focus on what you can control and what you can't control. A lot of the times we get caught up in things that we cannot control, and we allow that to control the outcome of something, rather than focus on what you can control and that will really control the outcome. So for example, like we all know life throws a lot of stuff at us. If your tire goes flat, you can't control if your tire goes flat or if it doesn't.
Right.
The roads is always messed up. People, throw stuff in the middle of the road, stuff blow into the middle of the road. Who knows what is the cause of, your tire going flat? The only thing that you can control is, how you react to the situation and if you're gonna go fix that problem or not. If you do end up, being let go from a job, you get told no. You cannot control the decision that somebody else chooses to make. The only thing that you can control is what will happen after that.
Right.
If you do get let go from your job, you can't control, the decision that they, just made. Only thing that you can control is what led up to you getting let go of your job. Were you always late? Where you not not doing what was required for you to do? Were you out of not at your station? Whatever it was, that's what you could control.
Right.
If you didn't, you chose not to control it, and you're met with being let go. The only thing that you can control is now. I need to figure out where I'm going to work at now, how I'm going to continue to take care of my responsibilities. Never focus on the things that you can't control in your life. Only focus on the things that you can control. You cannot control the circumstances that you were born into. You can control, the circumstances that you will bring onto your children. And, if you can control if you will stay in those circumstances or if you will choose to change everything. Only focus on the thing that you can control, and yet, like, you will not mentally stress yourself out as much. Trust me. Pick up a book as well. Read.
Pick up a book.
Pick up a book and read. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with.
No, keys.
Talk to me.
All right. If for starters, if I want to pick up a book, what book should I pick up? For them too.
The book that I always talk about, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Great start. A lot of the times we intimidated by books with just words, and we don't have visuals. That's a perfect book that gives you life lessons. You can write in the book. It has activities in there, all types of stuff. I feel like that's something that will get you into like, I need to read and get better with this. And it's going to intrigue your interest. Like, it's going to teach you a lot. It's going to intrigue your interest. Like, I want to know more about this. For anybody who, like, you even if you just hit in your 20s, I feel like it's going to teach you a lot to prepare you for like life. And I recommend that book to just about anybody. The book it teaches you a lot. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. I got it in my bag. I'll show you. But that is something that really like prepares you for the next chapter in life, especially as a teenager. It prepares you for that next chapter of life. Like, and the first habit is, being proactive, which is understanding like I can only control certain things. I can't control everything. I'm going to control what's in my control. And what's out of it, I'm gonna let it fly. And it just goes over a bunch of stuff and gives a ton of life examples. It gives examples of of things that people have already went through and dealt with, and you can actually learn from it. And that is a great book. It's crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I would love. I need to actually do some research on this author. I would love to really have a conversation with the author of that book. I need to do my research on the author because I did. Yeah, like honestly, great author. Touched on a lot of amazing things. Gave a ton of game in the book. For anybody that's looking to like get into reading, I would say pick up that, or just take it one step at a time. You don't have to read a whole book in a day.
Okay.
You don't have to read 100 pages a day.
All right.
Don't be intimidated by a page number. Read at your pace. You can start off by reading 2 pages a day. Then you may be interested to read 5 pages. That 5 pages may grow into 10. Next thing you know, you up to reading, that book a day.
Right.
Just read at your pace, but definitely pick up a book because there's a ton of information in books, and a lot of the stuff that we miss out on a lot because we choose not to read. I'm just going to say it how it is. Yeah. We miss out on a lot because we choose not to read. I know a lot of us have heard the term of like, if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in the book.
Right.
I ran into a lot of people who are just like, yo, I'm not reading a book. And I'm like, listen, like, yo, you should want to pick up a book because a lot of the questions that you may have for things are in a book. Like, dead serious. Books are something that should be like a practice, even if you're reading 10 pages a week, 5 pages a week. Just read. It don't got to be a book. It could be an article. Read. It's gonna expand your vocabulary. You're gonna learn a lot. Like, it's gonna get you right. Definitely pick up a book. And if I haven't already, I'm gonna put the book in the description of this video as well, since we talk about it. Yeah, like this. I actually want. It's either one or two things. When I'm done reading it this time and putting like all the annotations, I'll lend you the book. Thanks. Or if I can find it in my bookstore, I'll buy you your own copy. Okay. One or the other. I'll buy you your own copy. Don't bullshit. I got you. It's one or the other. Actually, I need to visit that bookstore again to find a different book. If I'm in there and they got it, I'll buy you the copy. Okay. I got you. That's it for today's episode. Appreciate you for coming out, my boy. Giving out game to the leaders. Yeah. Let them know where to find you. All your tags, everything.
LilDraag, TikTok, LilDraag, Instagram, LilDraag, YouTube. LilDraag, everything is LilDraag.
All right. Listen, make sure y'all go check my brother out, man. Y'all know the motto. We'll see y'all in the next one.